in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago, Jason Myers, will get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Now it's Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He returns that punt 73 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better keep
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Bills first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Jackson, option right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Xavier Grimble there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jets, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
That's a 24-yard line.
It's our time.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's bring it. 11. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing is Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Jets, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Neville Hewitt coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo caught by Nelson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Here we go,
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Robbie Anderson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, It's Hunt, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That one complete to Anderson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Here we go.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that look.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. That one is caught by Hunt. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Jackson now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the slant. Mike 59.
Jackson now, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. He made Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. J.J. Nelson. 74 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Jackson. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
We got this.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
13.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, it's Hill. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go. Check it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch 10. Single, slot. Hey,
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got it complete to Anderson. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So the sack of Garoppolo And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike, check, 59. Let's go, G, tighten up.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Bills.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 33 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Garoppolo on 1st down. And Anderson's got it. Anderson a 1st down and more. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Open man, Butler complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Delaney Walker there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's It's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He completes it to Nelson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Here we go. Like 80.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Complete to Anthony Miller. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
#21. Here we go.
My 50, my 50.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he locates Walker, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Here we go.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
21.
Garoppolo to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run again with Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he stopped immediately there. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Ready up.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Get your swerve on.
Ready up. Here we go. 8-3.
Let's go.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
60 Pittsburgh.